Hey my closet lovers, and welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is going to be over the Galentines party I hosted this past weekend, and I'm super excited to be sharing these lovely ladies I get to call my friends. You know, Valentine's Day isn't just a day to celebrate your significant other, but your girls too, because without your girls, we might just go crazy. So if you want to get to know more about my friends and the secrets that they're willing to spill and how to keep a healthy friendship, continue watching. So the game we're going to play is Galentine's Party Word Scramble. So they're going to have a minute to figure out what all these words are, and whoever gets the most wins the prize. Ready, set, go! So Raya on the scramble, and this is her cousin. So here you go, Raya, to be the winner of the first game. Don't open it. Okay. Oh, yay! Today's topic is friendship, so I have a few questions for all of us to be answering, and the main thing for our viewers is how to keep a good friendship. So we're gonna get some tips and answer some questions. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So one question I have is, how long have we known each other?
7 to 10 years.
Since high school, basically, right?
7.
Or middle school, basically.
Yeah.
So a very long time. So, you know, a lot of people don't keep friendships that long. So another question I have is, how do we manage to stay friends for so long, you know, through college and everything like that? Like, what's one tip you can give someone? You know, we all went to different colleges, so like a lot of people don't stay friends with their high school friends. Like, not a lot of people actually.
Yeah. I think what's meant to be is meant to be, and like who's meant to be in your life is meant to be in your life, because like I personally don't have a set answer for that, because we have a lot of friends that we were cool with in high school, but like when we went to different colleges, like we just didn't stay in contact with them. Like, I don't know why, because like say you started best friends with someone in high school, you know, but like when y'all went to college, y'all weren't friends anymore. So like I said, I think it's like the people that were meant to stay, like stayed, and the people that weren't, wasn't.
And it wasn't like we talked like every day.
Oh,
because we didn't talk every day. Like we would go months without talking, but then whenever like we would come home, it was like
nothing changed.
Yeah, like having friends that are like not necessarily similar to you, because we're all different, but like along the same lines. I could like look at us and then I could be like, okay, we're all on like the same level. You know what I'm saying? Just like just being mature. Like we're not like the average females, like super catty. Like that's just not us. You know, like we're all really mature. We know what we want in life. And it makes it so much easier to be friends with people like that, because you just live life at that point. You don't really worry about stuff that you get.
Oh, shit. Do we have other friends, and how do we balance those compared to the friends that you've had longer relationships with?
Temporary people don't matter. Temporary people don't matter.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wow. After I say stuff, I always have to clear it up.
Okay.
That goes back to what Justine originally said. Remember when the last conversation, when she was like, things that are worth it, you do more for?
Yeah.
Like your friends that you care about, you make, like Queen having to talk to Bailey after every, you know, somebody that you don't You're not gonna put in that work. That's what I mean.
And you know who's worth it at the end. But as far as like balancing new friends that you feel are really close to you with your old friends who are still really close to you, I always try to mix mine to a certain extent. Because at the end of the day, like, I know who.
Put them all together.
Yeah.
Really does.
I'm in a sorority. Alright, so with me being in a sorority, not that I act different, but I think I feel just more comfortable with y'all because y'all know me more. And then like whenever I'm with them, like yes I have fun and all that, but then I tend to like try and like bring them with y'all too. Oh, it's okay to mix your friends sometimes, but not like
Forcefully. Forcefully? Like forcefully.
Yeah, but whenever we do mix, like we tend to like hang out with the people we're used to. Yeah. It's kind of harder to like to bring in like new people until you start seeing them a lot. Then you're like, okay, they're safe to come in.
Like, I want to cry. Wait, I just But this is super funny. It's not even all that. But I was thinking how Courtney, y'all, she used to like send people to come get me. Like when I went to Blend, I don't know if you had a car, but y'all, she used to send people to come get me like an hour away.
I did.
Like I was thinking about that the other day while driving. I was like, this bitch really used to come send people to come get me, and then us drive back. Like that shit was crazy.
What is one thing a friendship needs to stay strong?
Trust, communication.
Trust is a really good one actually. Cause like you have to trust your friends and like not think anything about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you have to think about it, that's like not.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
This is a really good one. Accountability, because I feel like I can always count on you guys to like, wait, that's not like the definition of accountability. So I'm looking for the word that whenever I expect y'all to be somewhere dependable, okay, I can always depend on you guys to be there or like to have. Justine told me something the other day that I really thought about. Nobody's entitled to nothing, which we know that, but like we're not even entitled to tell her because it was really good. I had to tell my mama.
So lately I've been listening to this podcast of this one church called The Porch. This is a church, and they do these podcasts and stuff. And one of their things was entitled, and it's basically saying like we're not entitled to anything. Like we think we're entitled to everything. We think we're entitled to go to heaven, because we're good people. That's not what gets you into heaven. Like, and then they talked about like relationships, like when you're in a relationship and he doesn't text back, like you're entitled for him to text you back in that like second. When you're not entitled to anything, like he's not supposed to text you back within that a certain amount of time. So
but that's
like
how we think.
That's how we think. Like we think we're automatically entitled to all this stuff, when really we should be like it's supposed to be like when you're like grateful for stuff, when like gratitude and stuff like that. So it's like we're not entitled to anything.
Yeah. If we were more grateful about what happens, and like less worried about what doesn't.
Next question. Okay, so how do you deal with situations when someone gets mad at you? Or
the first thing you should do is the thing that solves the problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you, Queen knows that this is true. Like about me, I'm really like, let's say gossip. Like I don't gossip at all.
Right.
Like anything that happens with one of my friends, like Queen told me, remember it was something you was like, girl, that's how I know you don't gossip, because something had happened and I never told you. It was something for the longest.
A lot.
Yeah. But I'm saying like because
talking about each other.
Talking to Queen wouldn't solve the problem. Like you have to go directly to the person. So that's what I meant. Like initially, whatever solves the problem. But what I've learned is everybody doesn't solve problems the same. But then that's another thing that's important in friendship, knowing your friends. I have to learn that everybody doesn't cope with situations like me. Some people need to talk to other people. I'm the complete opposite. I'll talk right to the person and not talk to other people.
Or you also gotta think about it, like people may feel like it may be them. Did I say something wrong before I even address the situation? Is it me? Because if I need to know how I'm going to address the situation. Because if I don't think I did anything wrong, then I'm address it as, well, it wasn't me. But if I talk to someone else,
they can give you a second opinion.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I think everybody's different. Like y'all know y'all are my best friends, so like with Courtney, I feel like we don't even gotta talk about it. I feel like we'll give each other like 10 minutes and then we'll be cool. Or like we'll make it funny like, are you hungry? Did you have a bad day? That's
but
like
we're the exact same.
I'm like, that's you talking to me, by the way. Like, oh, did I make you mad? Like, you'll say something like that, or like, oh, you are moody. You know, you'll say something like that to me, and then we'll give each other time. But with Bailey, we gotta talk about it. You know, we gotta talk about it.
But Bailey is like, way more sensitive.
You know, No, I agree with. That's what I'm saying. I think like it depending on like
you have to
which
know your friend.
like
And it's back to like
in a nutshell, like it's just knowing like I said, me and her, we gotta talk about it.
Instantly.
I can talk about it because we're all so different. Like especially with our group, because like I'm known as
our group.
Yeah, like I'm known as the one like who's really not that sensitive, and then they're really sensitive.
Yeah.
So like we have to talk about it because I'm someone I can just brush it off and keep going.
And it does not matter the next day.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
They like
it's like we're the same and then they're the same.
Yeah.
I can't like, if someone's mad at me, I can't, like, I'm really forgiving, so like, I'm like real quick, and I can't stay mad at someone for a very long time, so I'm like real quick. If something happens, I have to like, either if it was my fault or whatever, I'm the first one to be like, oh, hey, what's wrong? I'm sorry, let's talk about it.
Because you would rather be good than
Yeah.
But you gotta learn like you don't have to say sorry if you're not sorry.
She's learning.
We will fix the problems when someone means the most to you. Like if you're not willing to lose them as a friend, you're gonna be more willing to talk to them more.
But like kind of say one thing that you kind of feel like is really strong about yourself, because if you know me, who knows that I'm really big on like self-reflection and like self-love. Like, so what you feel that's important to say. So just something about you. So like I was just telling Courtney, I'm still learning myself. I'm 24 years old. And I mean, like when you're younger, like you only know yourself as your parents have brought you up to be. So now, like once you move out the house of being with your parents, then you start to really find out who you really are. So I am personally still figuring out who I am.
That was so long ago.
I mean, everybody said that I'm like the mother of the group. I don't know why I'm such a mother.
One thing about me is I am very hardcore, like I'm very intense, and I know that about myself, but at the same time, like I'm someone who really loves to have fun. Like I can have fun by myself and I can have fun in groups. Like I'm always striving for my friends to be the best. That's why I'm so intense and I'm so bossy, because I know what we're all gonna be. And I see it, and I know y'all are like living the moment, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to reach other things, but y'all are the ones who get me to live in the moment. So that's how we all balance each other out.
Motto is, and what I try to go by is like I really just be trying to have some fun with it. But on another note, I do feel like I'm very positive. I always try to see the good in people, because I always want people to see like the good in me, like no matter what. Like I just like keeping the peace. Y'all know that.
Same.
Like I hate to rock the boat. I hate to rock the boat with like anybody unless like the boat needs to be rocked.
Super optimistic, like I'm not, and that's why you guys think I'm so real, because I'm always like whatever's real and whatever is it's just it. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't, nothing more, nothing less, and I don't dwell on negativity like at all. Like I don't tolerate it. Like,
We have to be okay.
Yeah,
We don't have
definitely.
time for downtime.
No downtime. Like anything that I feel like is gonna bring me down, like I'm nothing for. And life is so short, so we have no time to worry about little stuff, or if it's not going to bother you, or if it's not going to affect you in the next hour, the next day, the next week. Don't spend too much time worried about it, because you know, like you got to really just let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, everybody get that. That's what I'm doing.
Try to stay in a positive mood, because I know like even whatever I may be feeling like I'm going through, someone's going through worse, and like I never know if they're going through worse or not, so I'm just going to try to make sure I'm projecting happiness onto other people, so that maybe it's secretly helping whoever's maybe going through something or may not be going through something.
Characteristics of friends, I use elements. So with Aurelia, I use fire, because when I think about her, she's so little but has so much inside of her. Like
She's always been like that since I met her.
Exactly. Really, I use air, because she's like a breath of fresh air.
Oh, okay.
But I thought she was gonna say like an airhead. she just laughs and you look at her and she just makes you want to smile. Like she just, you know, like a bright spirit. Elizabeth, I said water because everything with her, well, this is kind of personal. It just flows. Like our friendship literally just flows. We don't think about anything. We're like so in sync. So I think water is like the perfect thing for us.
It's because everything is just so strong. It just goes with the current. So, what's going on?
That was really good. I like that.
I did like that.
Okay, with you, I did ice. Let me tell you why. Because ice seems like something that can like you can break the ice, right? And that kind of describes like what we were just saying about you. Like you're so like strong, like you're such a strong person. But like with us, your friends, we know you intimately and know that like on the inside that you can be. I don't want to like soft and like really like you get what I'm saying? Like on certain times, like we know that.
Then you can flow. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So and then Justine. Oh my gosh, guys! Like at some point, I don't know what. Remember when we had like anatomy and physiology, like for like a year, Justine and I were like best friends. Like we used to always dress like super cute together and everything. So Justine is like my sunshine, and that's cute, right? Okay, yeah. Like you just are, like you're just so bubbly, and like you've always been bubbly our whole friendship. And just,
So are you wind?
yeah, because I like always together somehow. But yeah. When I think about sunshine, I think about just like a ray, like a big ray. You're always bright.
A ray of sunshine. That was cute. That was good job, Courtney.
That was a good one. And like there is some sensitivity.
Y'all know I have a heart.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and remember to let that shit go forever.
Everybody's giggling.
Justine's not innocent either. Like
That's because she was talking shit.
Bailey.